We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. But outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Thomas. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
33-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ingram, the ball carrier. Logan Wilson on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mixon on the toss right. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Number 21, Mark.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of
13 yards on the pickup, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. We're scoreless after one. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Nixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ball carrier.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, Burrow. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
A gain of 9
Got
yards.
what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal from the 6. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Ingram fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Von Bell. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage back at the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And goal at the Bengals.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Yeah. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Not here. Mike 55. Mike 55. Ready. Okay. Finish up. Middle. 55. Mike 55. Let's go. Hey, check right. Get up.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his second season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 35.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
On first down, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown, Joe Mixon. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Runs through the contact. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 53 yards. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
check, 55, Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Win it in. Finish it. Finish it. 65, 65. 65. Right, win it in. 55. Finish it. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. There on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 yards.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's a run with Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Bengals 21, Ravens.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Flush to his right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Thomas. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson's pass.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
Buying time to his left. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, I really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tricky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's on the way. Got a new Chris Ross, but it don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's up too high. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just a flex.